Welcome to Pretoria Prime. As the year draws to a close, a troubling pattern emerges from behind the headlines, a pattern of force deployed without consent, of secrecy dressed as strategy. On Judge Napolitano, Judging Freedom, December 30th, 2025, Douglas Macgregor, 2025, Year-End Review plus 2026. Forecast begins to unravel how distant wars and covert strikes may not be about defense at all, but warnings of empire unbound. 91 drones aimed at a residence. A furious message from Moscow. An American president who says he learned about it from the Russian leader himself. You know who told me about it? President Putin told me about it early in the morning. He said he was attacked. It's no good. It's no good. What happened that night is not a trivia item, it is a symptom, as the Russian Foreign Ministry put it. On the night of December the 28th to the 29th in the year 2025, the Kiev regime, with its aggressive intentions, deliberately carried out a heinous terrorist attack using 91 long-range strike unmanned aerial vehicles, specifically targeting the official state residence of the President of the Russian Federation located in the historic Novgorod region. Such reckless and utterly irresponsible actions will most certainly not go unanswered. The precise targets and the exact timing for the retaliatory strikes by the formidable armed forces of Russia have been definitively determined and are now set in motion. Read that line and ask, who now decides escalation, voters, elected officials, or permanent instruments of power? Macgregor was right to insist Russia treats this as existential. He catalogued mobilization figures that changed the math on the continent. Draft waves, 650, 750,000 reservists called up, large numbers expected to remain active. The line between a special military operation and a war of national survival has been crossed. That shift drives posture, doctrine, and risk tolerance. That framing explains why every move on the battlefield and every diplomatic taunt in Berlin or Paris lands differently in Moscow. Where he cuts to the bone is this: the American president can say one thing, and Washington's security apparatus does another. The transcript repeats the old claim: I'm withdrawing our forces from Syria. Yet the machinery keeps running: intelligence, targeting data, alliance logistics, in ways that often outlast presidential intent. Macgregor calls the CIA a rogue organization in effect. That is a claim about institutional autonomy that demands scrutiny, and it echoes a long pattern in which secretive agencies operate beyond public oversight. Allegations that British intelligence or other services may have had a hand in the drone episode should be treated as allegations. They merit investigation, not rumor. What the speakers got right: the strategic coherence tying Ukraine, NATO dependence on US command systems, and the global financial challenge posed by alternative blocs. What they missed or understressed: the domestic mirror, an economy where asset inflation benefits a tiny elite while national resilience erodes, and the democratic deficit that allows war posture to be sustained without an honest national debate. There are contradictions we must expose. A president who claims to withdraw forces yet presides over continued intelligence support. A Congress that funds forever operations while public attention drifts. An alliance that talks deterrence even as it depends on American C4ISR. History provides a hard parallel. Late empires with shrinking internal legitimacy often resort to external force to buy time. That pattern does not justify plunging nations into new wars, it warns us. So ask the hard questions. Who benefits from escalation? Who controls the silence in which targeting and covert actions occur? And if geopolitics is now the default remedy for domestic decline, what price will citizens pay? Empires that can't fix their institutions turn outward with weapons. If we want a different future, the remedy is not more secrecy or more sorties. It is public control, honest accounting, and restoring civilian oversight to foreign policy before the weather we're flying into becomes a crash. That's it, my friends. Please like and subscribe to support my channel. You can find more content on my Spotify and on YouTube under the handle @Pretoria Prime. Until we meet again, this was Scipio Americanus of Pretoria Prime News.